Hello, it's Pupmeister, and today I'm going to be going through some of the shortcuts and F keys. I've had my own issue when the pickaxe I had here, which has efficiency 4, fortune 3, and unbreaking 3, was almost breaking, and I found a mending book. So, of course, with pickaxes, most of the time you're not attacking mobs with pickaxes. So, the only time that you really get experience for pickaxes with the mending enchantment is by mining things that give you those experience balls, like coal, lapis, redstone, diamonds, stuff like that. So I was mining a lot of coal, and I wasn't sure, is this coal giving me enough experience so that it's mending my pickaxe? Or is the coal not quite giving me enough and I'm still losing my pickaxe? So how do I know that? Well, it's very simple. It's the F3 key and the H key. So you hold down F3 and then press H. And as you can see, it says advanced tooltips are now shown. So if you go back in, if you take a look at the pickaxe now, at the bottom it has the durability. So 1085 out of 1561. So now, as I gather experience from mining, it will show me whether the health of the object is going up or down, which can be very good to know. Here's my shield, for example. It kind of gives you an idea of how damaged it is. Is it going to, break soon? Is it half gone? I know you've got a little line underneath kind of showing you the health, but if you want to be specific, especially if it's really low, this is a great way to do it. So durability, and block ID for that matter. If you take a look at the cobblestone, you can see the ID number is 4. Look at gold ore, the ID number is 14. ID number for sticks, 280. For coal, 263/0. Oak, wood planks, 5/0. So rotten flesh, 367. So the F3 plus H key not only shows you the durability of items, but it also gives you the block ID. So that's handy, especially in creative. I'm more of a survival person, but if you're creating big buildings and stuff like that, and you want to decorate or you want a certain block, the block ID information given by F3 plus H is very worthwhile. So again, you hold down the F3 key and then you press H. And if you do it again, as you can see, it's now hidden. So if you go back, it doesn't show it anymore. Okay? So that's how you get the information and how you get rid of the information if you don't want it anymore. I'll just go over, since I'm doing durability and stuff like that, that was the main purpose. Because a number of people were asking, and I needed it recently myself, and I had to refresh my memory as to how I get that information. But so I'm just going to go through a number of the keys that are most useful, I think. If you press F1, all of the bar and whatever you're holding, that kind of stuff, it all disappears. So it's kind of more like first person now. And of course, if you want it back, you just push F1 again. F2 is a screenshot. So if you see something really cool, I don't know, why not? Let's take a picture of the library here in the enchantment table. So if you see something really cool, you can press F2, and as you can see, it saved the screenshot. Now, a combination of things to do is to push F1, get rid of the stuff in front of it, and then push F2. And it should give you a screenshot again. And there you go, it shows it there. It wouldn't show it while F1 is pressed because it takes everything off the screen except what's in the background. So when you press F2, it's taking a picture, although it's not telling you. Until you push F1, then you can see that information again. So you might also be asking yourself, well, that's great, I took a screenshot, but where does that screenshot go? How can I access that screenshot? Well, again, it's simple. On Windows 10, if you go to the Windows symbol in the very bottom left of your screen and right-click, there will be a Run option. And if you're using previous versions of Windows, there's always a Run bar. Or if there's a little bar down there, type in Run. And you will get an open bar where you can type something into. And what you want to do is type %appdata%. Appdata being APPDATA. So %appdata%. And when you do that, as you can see, your Minecraft folder comes up, okay? Because it's a hidden, it's part of the hidden files, I guess. And when you double click your Minecraft folder, you will see right here screenshots. And that, if you double click, is where your screenshots are. Okay, so here you can see is the first screenshot I took with all the stuff in front. And then the second one I took is without. And of course, you can drag these off onto your desktop or whatever you want to do to it. Maybe you want to make it a desktop background or something. But this is how you access your screenshots. Okay. Then I guess we have F3. And the best way to show this, the sun is going down, of course, which is not a good time to show that. So I'll show you a couple other things before it gets dark outside. F5 is toggling the character's view. Hello, hello. F11 brings you to full screen. So instead of having a smaller box on your screen that you're playing in, it makes your whole screen the Minecraft window. And in order to get it back to a smaller window, you just press F11 again. Okay, now that it's kind of dark outside, I'll just very quickly go to sleep. There we go. And we'll make it light again. Make sure there's no nasties hanging around, especially creepers. They're extremely annoying if they blow up and wreck your stuff. Okay. So anyway, F3 plus F adjusts your rendering. So if you want to increase your rendering, if you look at the island in the background, It says render distance 16. I was on 15. So every time you press F, the render distance gets a little further. You can see it gets further and further, and you can all the way to 32. You can't get any further than 32. And then that renders out as far as you can see there. Now, of course, the manual way to do that is just go into options, into video settings, and then in the top right here, you have your render distance. I usually like to leave it at 15 just because it won't lag as much and it still gives you a pretty decent view of what's going on. I'll leave it at 16 today. I'll go halfway. All right, so that's how that is done. Now, if you're on a Mac, now I'm not on a Mac, but apparently in order to do some of this stuff, you have to press the Function and Alt keys along with the F and then the other letter in order to get it to work. So the other last stuff I'd like to share with you very quickly is just a few things that the Shift key does. Because the Shift key can be very underutilized. For example, if you want to fill up your coal, instead of dragging this over, you can push the Shift key and then click your coal, and it automatically brings this up. If you want to load your gold ore, instead of dragging it all the way up, you can just Shift and click it. And in it goes, and it starts burning. Same thing with this type of thing when you're crafting. Okay, instead of click, 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 click and getting 4 torches every time, you can push the Shift key, then left click the torches, and it will give you the maximum amount of crafting for that item that you have available. Okay, so in this case, I got 64 and 12, 76 torches. So those are 2 things that you can do. One of the other things is if you want to wear items and stuff like that, you can, for example, the helmet here, I press Shift and left click, and it automatically gets put on. My shield automatically gets put into its space. So that's another way to use the Shift key. Let's see, what else is there? I guess the last 2 things for the Shift key, one of them is if you're in multiplayer mode and you don't want people to see you, pushing the Shift key makes you crouch. So if you want to see what I mean, here I am. Okay, so if I push the Shift key, there I am. So I crouch. Just like that. And you can walk, and it's kind of sneak mode is kind of what it is. Okay, and that makes your label disappear or make it very, very hard to see. So other multiplayer characters can't find you or see you as easily if you're hiding behind a wall or something. And last but not least, if you don't want to fall, you can also push the Shift key. You crouch down, and then if you go forward, as you can see, I will not fall. It does not allow you to fall, okay? Which is also a great way if you need to build bridges and stuff. You can keep backing up and placing bricks because you're not going to fall, okay? So that pretty much takes care of my lessons for today as far as the F key, the Shift key, and the durability and block ID, which I think is one of the most valuable ones as far as the F keys are concerned. So hopefully I helped you out today. And if I did, make sure you press like, and please do subscribe, and we'll be seeing you soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.